All right, so with the cell, you need to know what these structures are and what they do. So we've been talking about some stuff, right? And we've gotten now to where we're going to be talking about some of the organelles. And I said we were going to talk about mitochondria first, but I forgot. It really doesn't make sense to talk about the organelles starting with mitochondria. It makes more sense to start with the one that is kind of like your brain, if you will. You know, your brain controls everything in you, right? Well, what controls everything in a cell? The nucleus. The nucleus controls everything in the cell, and it does this by differential gene expression. So we said in this nucleus, so I'm going to pull my slide of the nucleus up while I'm thinking about it here. I'm sorry I'm wasting a little bit of time, your time here, but I wanted to get this in the right spot. All right, okay. So sorry about that. I've got the nucleus up here now in the right spot. So what we have is we have this control center of the cell. Sorry. And so you have a picture of I've got it in the right spot now. We've got a picture of the nucleus, and it's that purple structure there. And we had said it contains DNA in really huge molecules called chromosomes. And there are little segments on those the largest molecules in your body, the chromosomes, on these giant molecules of chromosome molecules. And so there are all these individual segments that are blueprints for building a protein. That's what a gene is. It's a blueprint for building a protein. And so, but it's on a giant molecule. It's so big, there is no way, there's not even a remote possibility of that leaving the nucleus. So, what do? You make a copy of it. You take it, you make a copy of just that gene, not the rest of it, and it's small enough to leave the nucleus. So we have this picture here, which is showing a nucleus, and it says that it contains the DNA, and it has a nuclear envelope around it with chromatin. Those chromosomes are not wound up where you can see them during most of the lifespan of a cell. That's only before it's dividing. So you have the control center of the cell is the nucleus. And what it's going to do is it's going to produce a copy of a gene, which is an RNA molecule. It's a messenger RNA. It's a copy of a gene, and it's going to go out into the cytoplasm and find a ribosome. And so the control center of the cell is the nucleus, and I just brought up another organelle, a ribosome. And a ribosome is the site of protein synthesis. Okay, so the site of protein synthesis, we said the DNA contains genes, which are blueprints for building a protein, and you make a copy of it, which is a messenger RNA, and it goes to the ribosome, and that's where you build a protein. And now those ribosomes, they can be out there in the cytoplasm all on their own, just hanging out, waiting for something to do. They're actually busy all the time. But anyway, they're out there making proteins, free ribosomes, or they can be attached to the blue stuff. So we have a purple nucleus here, and then we have this blue system of channels here on this slide, and that is the endoplasmic reticulum. And now those ribosomes, they can be attached there. Now, we have to remember that cells have different functions. Some of them are making materials for export, secretion. So maybe you are a cell that makes a hormone, a protein type hormone. And so what you will do is you will produce a messenger RNA that is the blueprint for that protein, but rather than making it inside the cell on free ribosomes, you make it on a ribosome that's attached to this system of channels called the endoplasmic reticulum. And that protein is made inside of the endoplasmic reticulum. So we're now, gosh, on this one slide, I've talked about the nucleus, the ribosomes, free or on the endoplasmic reticulum, and the endoplasmic reticulum. I've started the discussion of the endoplasmic reticulum.